Hello again, friends. Thank you for joining me today for today's session. Again, for those who are new to my YouTube channel, for those who don't know me, I'm Alice Githaiga. I'm licensed to practice immigration law in Canada. All right. Today I wanted to discuss the refugee class of immigration. A lot of people keep asking me how they can come to Canada. They're facing certain persecutions in their home country, and they want to enter Canada and claim asylum, claim refugee. It's the same thing. Asylum, refugee, it's the same thing. So I will discuss the refugee class today. Okay, so some refugees really do not need too much proof, like the case in Ukraine. Everybody knows there's a war in Ukraine. Ukraine is being bombarded by another country day and night. So Ukrainians are always fearful of their lives. So when they move to Poland or they move to other European countries and then they come to Canada claiming asylum, you don't need too much proof. You just need to prove you're Ukrainian, you used to live in Ukraine at the time of invasion, and now you're claiming asylum. Or if you had come to study in Canada, or you were on a visitor visa to Canada when your country all of a sudden got attacked, you're fearful to go back home, so you can file asylum because you have nowhere to go. Your home is destroyed, your family is destitute, you have nowhere to go. So in cases like that, of wars that are happening that are well documented, you really don't need too much in terms of proof. Now, there are other circumstances where you can claim asylum or you can claim refugee protection in Canada. And these scenarios are like, let's say in some Arab countries, women have little to no rights. You're supposed to cover from head to toe. You're not supposed to go out past a certain hour. You can't even go outside your homestead without a male companion, whether it's your dad or your brother or your male cousin. You're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to drive. You're not supposed to go to school. If you're a female, you're not so many restrictions. So you can come to Canada and claim, you weren't allowed to go to school. You were forced into marriage at the age of 15, 16, anything under 18, you're still a child. You cannot legally make a decision about getting married or having children. It would be rape if you have a child under 18 under Canadian laws. It would be forced marriage if you're married under the age of 18. So you can claim asylum if those situations happen to you, even if you're now 35, right? Even if this happened when you were under 18 and now you're 35 or you're 40 or you're 50, you can still come to Canada and claim, when I was this age, this is what happened to me. And because this was the culture, I didn't even know I had any rights. I'm just now realizing at the golden age of 50 that I do have rights and I would like protection in Canada. Immigration has to sit down and listen to your case. And if you have proof and evidence that this happened to you at the tender age of under 18, your case is most probably going to be successful. Other circumstances where you can get protection in Canada. Canada was one of the founding countries of allowing men to marry men, women to marry women, whoever you like. If you like a guy, you're a guy, you marry them, no problemo. You're a woman, you like women, marry them, no problem, no problem. You put them on your health benefits, you give them, put them on your lease, no problem. Usually they wouldn't even ask. Now we've moved so far on that aspect of accepting everyone, that even now employers have no right to ask you, are you male, are you female? Because you can say, I will not declare. That's how free Canada has become. Or you can change your gender. I was born a woman, I now want to be a guy, I want to grow a beard, and I want male genitals. You can do that. It's legal in Canada. That's one of the beautiful things about Canada. So you have freedom of religion. If you want to worship in a Christian church, or you want to go to a what is it called, a mosque. If you're a Muslim and you want to go to a mosque, there are mosques. You can go there and worship. If you want to cover head to toe, there's nothing wrong with that. Cover head to toe, go about your business. Nobody will ask you. If you want to go to, if you're a Jew and you want to worship in a Jew temple, you go to a temple. No one will ask you. If you're a Sikh, and the Sikhs, they wear the head covering, the males wear the head covering. We have one of our opposition leader, he has a head covering. Nobody cares. As long as you're Canadian, you're law-abiding, no one will bother you. You can do almost anything you want. You want to go to school, you go to school. If you don't have money, the government actually will lend you money to go to school. So there's a lot of